Hi guys, welcome back to the Black Market's historical facts about New Bern, North Carolina. Today I'm here to talk about the Rhone Sisters. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about them, keep watching. The Rhone Sisters, Charlotte, Henrietta, Carrie, and Amy, were fundamental in rebuilding the Black community after the Great Fire of 1922. They lived and worked in New Bern from the mid-1870s until the mid-1960s. These ladies were amazing, and it was an honor to learn more about them. So let's start off with Charlotte. Charlotte was the first African-American registered nurse in the state of North Carolina. When she decided to return to New Bern, unfortunately, the medical system was still very much segregated, so there were not many job openings available for an African-American woman. So she ventured into social work, becoming also the first African-American social worker in Craven County. She began to rise in the ranks and then became the assistant superintendent of the county welfare department. She didn't give up. She didn't look at the color of her skin as an issue to the content of her character. She was educated, but not only was she educated, the sisters were very much entrepreneurs and activists. Just to acknowledge a few of the accolades that you might not know about them. The Rhone Sisters opened up one of the first African-American hotels in New Bern, North Carolina. This was a significant thing because during this time, the state was still very much segregated. So there were not a lot of hotels or even motels accessible to African-American travelers going through Eastern North Carolina. They were also noted in the Green Book. Knowing the infamous Green Book, which was a book of hotels and motels and different infrastructures available to African Americans that were traveling through a segregated country. They were noted in that book. Not only that, they cared about academics and activism. So they played a huge and fundamental role also in establishing the West Street Library, which were for African Americans. It's now currently known as the Charlotte Cultural Center, still located on West Street. These ladies used their resources, wealth, and knowledge to pour back into their community. They even were a part of the establishment of the Good Shepherd Hospital, which was the only African-American hospital in New Bern. During this time, African Americans had to travel over 85 miles just to receive medical assistance because the only hospital in New Bern was segregated and was for whites only. These sisters did not allow hatred and racism to stop academic, economical, and infrastructures in New Bern to develop for the Black community. So as you can see, these ladies were fierce. They were educated. They were activists. There were so many things that during a time where not only you being African American was a stigma, but even more so being a woman was a stigma, they didn't allow that to stop them. They have paid back so much into our community in New Bern, North Carolina. And I just wanted to give time to kind of shed light on the Rhone Sisters. So please, please, please go back, ask your grandma, your great grandma, if they know anything about these ladies, and do your own research and find out more about what these ladies have done in order that you still living in New Bern, if you do, or even those that don't live in New Bern have benefited from. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I just want to lastly remind you of the Black Market event that is on August 1st. It is coming. It's less than 2 weeks away, and I just want to again formally invite all people to come celebrate the Black-owned businesses that have decided to be a part of this event. We have over 35 vendors. We have live music. It's gonna be amazing. We are definitely taking COVID precautions. So we hope to see you there.